All right, guys. So Paul Bates here, live, talking to you. We are waiting out some weather here at Meinke Marina. After Anchor Marina wouldn't let us in, but something cool happened while we stopped here. What not to do is just up there at Anchor Marina. So we'll go meet them this weekend. Today, though, I really want to talk about our fuel. I talked to Brian over at American Diesel this morning. Because on my last run from, I filled the boat up in Delaware City and made a run to Winter Harbor. It was like 560 miles. I got 1.83 miles to the gallon, and we were running a little bit heavier, like 1800 RPM, somewhere around there. So I decided, hey, I'd like to see if I can get this over two gallons, or 2 miles to the gallon. Because Luke Princess got almost 3 miles to the gallon. It was really close. It was like 1.78, somewhere around there. So, and I knew this bigger boat we were going to get less fuel mileage, but I didn't realize how much less fuel mileage we were going to get. So this next run here, I ran around between 14 and 1500 RPMs. Well, come to find out, I got a lot worse fuel mileage. I mean, it's incredible. It's an incredibly different. We went 460 miles. We burned 350 gallons, and it's like 1.3 miles to the gallon. So we lost almost a half a mile. Yeah, we lost a half a mile to the gallon. So those are big numbers, especially when you're trying to, looping on a budget. I don't have that big retirement check like Rev does, an airline pilot. Anyway, retired. You just be surprised. The traditional looper is a retired airline pilot, and he's on his 50-foot, 40 to 50-foot carver, and that's the traditional looper. We are not the traditional loopers. I was talking to him this morning. It's funny, the whole story pulling in here. But they were over on Putin Island, and they said, I'm glad we didn't stop there. It was an option for us. We thought we might do it because the weather was bad yesterday. But I'm just not into that whole party scene like that. And they said it was pretty bad. The music got loud. They had to go shut the music off. People swimming. He didn't particularly like it. And I don't think I would have neither. But you guys can see here, I'll show you where we're at here. This place is kind of cool. It's off the beaten path. And it's raining, so you guys can hear it in the background there. But you buy these slips for the year, and then you can put your own shed on them. You see that that guy has his little shed over there, and then you can put your RV too. You can park your RV right next to your boat. You can see them. There's just hundreds of them everywhere. So it's kind of a cool spot right here. Oh, look at the little ducks. So anyway. I've got to deal with this fuel burn. So one thing that Brian suggested that we do is I've got to. I bought a tachometer, ordered it today. I've got my son coming out to meet us in a couple weeks. Once we get over to Lake Michigan, he's going to come. He'll fly in, and I've got some supplies coming from him. And one of those things is a tachometer, so we can really start checking these engines, make sure the tachs are working correctly. And we're going to have to run at more RPMs. We're just going to, I know it sounds crazy, but burning less, we're getting better fuel mileage at more RPMs. And it's because the engines are propped. I've got to check that too, to make sure that we're getting 2,500 RPMs to see if we're propped correctly, which the guy that owned the boat before is Amy. He set it up pretty well. So I'm pretty confident that I'm propped, pretty close to correctly. So we'll see though. But I really got to deal with and manage this fuel better, because it was frustrating yesterday when I pulled up to the fuel dock. I had to shell out $1,200 to go 460 miles. That was to me, it was really, really frustrating. And also I've got one other problem to deal with. And hopefully we'll get it done here while we're at the marina here. This is a great marina. It's got a huge facility here. They got two cranes to pull out. I'll show you over there. So you can see them over there. They've got two lift cranes there to get you in or out of the water. So that's pretty cool, especially in one of these little marinas. And this is not a traditional looper spot, I wouldn't imagine, but you got Boat Tow US is all right here. I would imagine that's the big guy's house right there. Anyway, it really is a nice facility. pulling in though, like I personally wanted to pull into Anchor Marine. Their fuel is a little bit cheaper. They're 5 cents cheaper. Yes, Mark, I'm complaining how much it costs to fill my yacht. It shouldn't have cost that much money. And next time it's going on your credit card. So you better hope that I get this burn rate down, or you will be getting some fuel bills on your credit card. Anyway, you can see the marina here. We're stuck here. We're waiting out a storm. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to let up. It looks like tomorrow's going to be worse than today. Pick up some more supplies. We're trying to, we might even borrow a car. The marina said they would let us use a car and we can go over to Home Depot and I want to get the back deck carpeted. But we are definitely not on Loop Princess. I've got to manage this fuel better. I've got to get more out of the engines, and I'm going to have to run it at a higher RPM, which is more speed. It'll make up for a lot less day and stuff like that too, so it's not going to hurt my feelings too much. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I'll check back in with you live probably tomorrow sometime as we, maybe down when I go down in the engine room. I've got a couple little chores to do down in there. Just want to kind of show you the marina and the facility. So it's pretty cool.